right, here we go. The sun is shining, at least right now it is. Get the door open here at the studio. The smell in the air is just so nice. We're already at 76 degrees. We'll be back up well into the 80s like we were yesterday. I think it was breaking all kinds of records. 90, I think, is what I heard that it made it into yesterday in the Champlain Valley. By the way, some potentially pretty strong storms, isolated storms, though, kicking up in the Champlain Valley. We'll give you more info on that in just a little bit. Emily McKenna is sitting next to me here this morning on the curvy couch here at the Aired Out Studios from Central Vermont Home Health and Hospice. Absolute pleasure to have you in here, Emily. Again.
Yes, again.
Welcome back.
It's nice to be here. It's nice to have the door open. It's really nice.
And here's the thing. We may have a little...
little noise.
Little traffic noise,
Yeah.
but it's okay because,
Yes.
man, it's just like...
The world's waking up, yeah.
We've been waiting for this
Yeah.
for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what's coming up. This is a huge thing. The 30th anniversary, the 30th golf tournament that's coming up, the Hospice Memorial Golf Tournament with the Central Vermont Home Health and Hospice. Tell me about it. This is something that kind of started from what now?
So 3 decades of this annual tournament. It was founded and started 30 years ago by friends of family members, friends of a Central Vermonter who utilized hospice at CVHHH, and they got together and said they wanted to do something in his memory and to acknowledge his life. And it has grown, the tournament, over the years into a day-long celebration, really. It's a memorial tournament where we just think about, the importance of hospice, but it's really a great opportunity for people to come together, play golf for a really good cause. And we've been hosting it at the Country Club of Barrie for as long as I've been aware of it. They've been wonderful hosts for us. And we raised $40,000 last year, and we're hoping to raise a little more this year in recognition of 3 decades. And every time I say it, I'm like, 3 decades? That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
And I've been organizing it and participating in some way for several years. And really, the energy is really great. People are so excited to be there. They're hugging, connecting, reconnecting after being, cooped up all winter and spring.
Yeah.
So it's a really good fun event. Get to play 18 holes. So
get together with your coworkers, your friends, your family, whoever it may be. You're going to have a guaranteed great time. You're going to enjoy a fantastic meal. You guys are doing a luncheon, right?
Yes. So the tournament starts, registration opens at 9, and we do a shotgun start at 10, and then lunch is served on the turn right by the clubhouse. So when you're coming through, you can just come and grab lunch. There's a new food vendor up at the Country Club of Barrie. We're really excited to work with Dan.
Dan is... he's excited.
He has been super helpful, really enthusiastic. And some of our sponsors are really excited that he's up there too, I've heard. So I think it's going to be great. We're going to do a really nice barbecue lunch with hot dogs, hamburgers, and then people can go out and finish their game. And then we have a golf cart, I think, with some, beverages that people can enjoy while they're playing golf and purchase.
Wow.
So it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Tell me about where the money goes. And before we talk about that, just a big thank you and big love to Barrie City and Barrie Town for supporting the voters, supporting town funding.
I have said this for the past 2 years, 3 years. It's been a very challenging few years for everyone, and we are so grateful for the residents of Central Vermont for supporting our town funding requests. Again, yes. And Barrie Town and Barrie City, they're the final 2 of the 23 towns that we request town funding for. They voted yes, and we are just so grateful for the support from the ground, from the people that we're caring for in the community. So we couldn't do our work without them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so the money from this tournament is obviously going to go right into the mission that you serve and have served for 100 years.
Since 1911, so don't make me do math right now, but it's over 110 years.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And like with everything at CVHHH, it started and it's grown and grown and grown as the need has changed in the community. And, we serve over 2,000 Central Vermonters a year. Our hospice team served over 300 individuals and families last year in 2025. So
364. I did my homework.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
It's a lot of people. We live in sort of a small state and a small community, but that's a lot of people for us to go into their homes over a certain period of time and take care of them and help them have an end of life that they want and that they're in control of in their home where they're comfortable. So all the money that we raise will go right back into, after we pay our expenses, we'll go right back into the hospice program to support their needs.
And you talk about growth for Central Vermont Home Health and Hospice. Look at the career opportunities.
Yes.
You guys are growing.
We are. I think more than ever, there's a need for us to keep providing care in the community for people at home. The healthcare system is a very complicated, large, ever-evolving, industry, and we know that people, if they can be home, they want to be home. And so we are definitely hiring nurses for our hospice team and our home health team, therapists. So there are many great opportunities at the organization, and we have, I will say, I will take the opportunity to put a plug in for our health insurance program, which is very, very, it's a very strong benefit in that it pays the deductible up front. So it's possible that as an individual with a family or just for yourself, we would cover the organization, minus your premiums, of course, your deductible out-of-pocket expenses. So it's a very strong program. Health insurance is super complicated to sort of understand how it gets paid for, but it's a really great benefit when you actually sit down and look at the details. So, we're give us a call and let's have a chat about, what you're looking for in your career.
Wow. Friday, June 5th, registration starts at 9?
Registration opens at 9. We'll do a shotgun start at 10.
Okay.
And then usually it takes, I'm told, several hours to play 18 rounds of golf.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there cheering people on.
I'm going to be, Aired Out's going to be a par sponsor.
Yep.
But what if someone else wants to be a sponsor? How do they do that?
We're taking sponsorships through the middle of next week, and we still have some space for golfers to register. So you can visit our website at cvhhh.org or call us at 223-1878. We can put the information maybe somewhere in the comments, but ask for a member of the advancement team, and we will help you get set up however you want. You can register as an individual, a pair, a foursome. We put teams together all the time. I do want to take a minute to thank our sponsors.
Please.
Because they really have been instrumental in the success of this event. So we have over 50 sponsors right now, confirmed, 52, I checked yesterday. So again, with everything with our organization, the community really comes together and supports us. Our tournament sponsor is Maple Capital Management. We have Vermont Laser Wash as our golf cart sponsor. And we have Hospice Memorial sponsors, Jane and John Valentine and Jeremy Drown. And then we had several individuals and businesses support us as lunch sponsors. So we're going to have lots of signage and ads in the papers to just thank and recognize, make sure people in the community know how generous all these local businesses have been.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So real easy. When you get on cvhhh.org, click on Community Calendar.
Yep.
And you'll see it right there.
It's the first event start at the top. Yeah.
Can't miss it.
No. And I do want to mention quickly our silent auction. We have a silent auction that is powered by donations from the community. That will kick off and open on Tuesday, the 26th, I think. It's the day after Memorial Day. And actually, I'm just looking at Wabi Jewelers gave us a really beautiful pendant necklace. We have greens fees at some really great golf courses around the state. We have an overnight at the Woodstock Inn with dinner and golf. We've gotten some really nice donated items for the silent auction, and it's a way for people who want to support, who don't play golf, to participate in this event. So it just makes it a little more inclusive for folks. And we have some people who bid every year, and so we're just welcoming them, back to get some really nice items.
People that don't play golf.
Right.
You and I included.
Yes. I'm learning a little bit every year, yeah.
The last time I played golf, it was mini golf.
Exactly.
And it was 30 years ago.
I know, yeah.
I remember the windmill.
And I wasn't that good, yeah.
Right. So there's, even if you don't play golf, there's many opportunities for you to support Central Vermont Home Health Hospice.
This is a community event. We're a community organization, so we really want, as many people involved as want to be.
Sure.
So.
What else? What else am I missing here? Did we get? Is that everything?
I think we had everything. Yeah, we do have some space left for golfers, so we definitely encourage folks to give us a call if they're interested in playing or sponsoring. But silent auction is a big one. We want to make sure folks know about it and bid on some items. You'll get a deal on some really great prizes.
If folks want to donate for the silent auction, they contact you.
Everything goes through the front desk, 223-1878, and just ask for advancement. And we will help however we can.
223-1878.
Yep.
All right. If you want to donate anything, that's really cool.
Yep.
And what about volunteers to help make this day run as smoothly as possible?
We would love to have volunteers. We have a very committed volunteer committee who's helping us support, sort of plan the event that we've been working together, but there are always things to do and always opportunities to help. So again, give us a call if you want to volunteer, and we'll find something.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Emily.
Emily.
Thank you.
We're going to be hammering this real hard. Again, the silent auction coming up Tuesday the 26th, and this incredible 30th year of this memorial hospice, annual hospice memorial golf tournament. 30 years, incredible. Hosted by Central Vermont Home Health and Hospice. Is coming up Friday, June 5th at the beautiful Country Club of Barrie. And we encourage you to register your team of 4 and be part of this.
Yep.
It's going to be a great day.
Yep, we're very excited. Yeah.
I'll be up there streaming live,
Yes.
and I can't wait. It's going to be a great time.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, Emily.
Yep.
Appreciate you so much. Wow, we have a lot to get to this morning, a lot to tell you about. And we're going to do that here in just a second. All right. Some of the headlines this morning that are surfacing in Central Vermont are frankly just unbelievable. And I'm trying to absorb some of this stuff, and I'm just like, wow. I woke up this morning real early and turned the phone on and started having a look at some of the things that are happening here in Vermont. Should we start with some good news? Chuck Lyford and Joe Edson, the beneficiaries of Bikers for Beth. These two guys are loved so much in our community. And they're going to be splitting $27,040 raised by you, our community members, not just motorcyclists, but lots of volunteers and businesses that have stepped up and made this year's 18th Bikers for Beth a massive success. To think that our community can raise that much money, just under $30,000, to help fight cancer is unreal. So thank you to everyone who was involved this year in this amazing event. 18 years. 2 beneficiaries this year. Again, Chuck Lyford, Joe Edson. The weather could not possibly have been any better than it was. It was just awesome. Some of you asking this morning about the traffic situation here in the Granite City. We have some major water and sewer upgrades that are going on for the Washington Street and Spalding Street intersection, and that is going to be the case through Friday afternoon. I said this yesterday. I'll put it on again on the air this morning. The westbound traffic on Washington Street stopped at Academy Street and detoured down Academy to Eastern Ave. The eastbound traffic is going to remain on Washington Street, but should be delayed at times because of some lane shifts. Just keep that in mind, okay? All traffic on Spalding Street will need to enter and exit using the Perry Street during construction. So plan ahead. Look at an alternate route to avoid congestion between now and Friday, and give these crews a break. Give them a break. They're working real hard in really hot temperatures that are suddenly upon us. Please be patient with them. And thank you in advance. Let's look at some of the headlines this morning that are trending. And I encourage you to post up your comments, share your thoughts. I want to see them. I may not read every single one of them, but I would love to hear what you have to say. Bit of national news, bit of regional news, bit of Vermont news. We're going to start out in California. Man, there is some absolutely crazy shit that is going on. You know, and I was just saying this morning that to be at my little girl's softball game yesterday, sitting in my chair, sipping some water, enjoying some snacks, and escaping from everything. Totally disconnected, didn't even have the phone. And even if I did, where I was, there was no cell service. Just to sit there and be disconnected from everything and be present in the moment and watching not just my little girl, but 2 teams of young kids out on the field, totally absorbed in what they're doing in the present moment of playing softball, being competitive, having fun, cheering each other on, was awesome. And I mean that word. Awesome. I highly recommend that if you can, to put your phone down, go for a walk, do something other than watching TV. Just do something. Just be quiet. Just be present in the moment. And then, of course, you know, I'm back on the phone last night, back on the internet, looking at what's going on in California. Here we go. police are revealing more details about the teenage suspects involved in this deadly shooting at the Islamic Center of San Diego. Authorities say the suspects opened fire outside the mosque, killing 3 people before later dying from apparent self-inflicted gunshot wounds. Dressed in camo, they knew what they were doing. Investigators are examining possible hate crime motives. You think? This is the 4th major shooting involving a U.S. mosque since 2000. 4th major. It's unreal, man. Yesterday, all the hubbub about President Trump saying that he has postponed the planned military strike against Iran following requests from several Gulf allies who have and still are urging restraint to Trump. Well, diplomatic negotiations are continuing. How is this whole thing going to pan out? Whatever, whatever happened, and they're teaching this in school, by the way. Lily said to me yesterday, Dad, did you know that Trump declared war before he was given permission to? My 11-year-old is telling me that yesterday. Yeah. It's being taught. I said, where'd you learn that? In school. I ask you, just as I asked Sherilyn yesterday, what do you think about that? Honestly, what do you think about that? Should that be taught in school? I'll let you answer. I want to see what you have to say. Department of Justice yesterday announced sit down for this figure, please. I don't want you to fall and hit your head. A $1.77 billion taxpayer-funded program designed to compensate individuals who claim they were politically targeted by the DOJ or federal agencies in recent years. Getting a text here this morning as I'm reading this. Yep, I am going to be talking about that. I will get to it. What say you about that? What else is trending right now? Federal court has rejected Elon Musk's lawsuit challenging OpenAI's decision to transition into a for-profit company. All of this, while the tech world continues massive layoffs tied to artificial intelligence. You don't have to be living under a rock to miss all that. It's happening everywhere. Microsoft is cutting thousands of jobs. Intel is slashing staff. Amazon continues to lay off thousands of workers. Elon Musk himself now warning, and the irony here is amazing, that AI could lead to mass unemployment faster than many experts predicted. At the same time, world leaders and economists are debating right now ideas on universal basic income. There's a lot of concern about the future workforce. I mean, look at, I'm having fun here. Look at Starbucks. Is Starbucks not the World Economic Barometer? They just laid off 300 U.S. corporate employees at Starbucks. And they're closing regional offices everywhere. All part of their big company restructuring effort. I know. It's not just Starbucks. Thank God that they haven't closed the one that they're building right now here in little old small town Vermont, Berlin. Thank God. But several major companies in the United States are reducing their workforce, slimming their staff because of concerns over automation, AI. I have friends, maybe you do too, who say, "Oh, come on, JD, don't get worked up about that. You're wasting your time." Okay. I even said to somebody, "Hey, I don't have to worry about it. My kid needs to worry about it. I'll be gone by then." And I've had people say to me, maybe not. Maybe not. Probably going to be sooner than you think. We got robots making pizzas right now. I don't know. Gasoline prices. Let's talk about it. Do you think, and maybe I should make this a Facebook question of the day, which, by the way, I got to bring that up this morning. Holy crap. I got Dwayne saying, "Really, JD? Really?" Gasoline prices could soon approach $5 a gallon in parts of the country amid the ongoing global tensions, supply concerns. $5 a gallon. I've got the motorcycle for sale and was told by a friend, "You're crazy. You're crazy to sell your motorcycle. Don't do it. What's your motorcycle get? 60, 65 miles per gallon? Don't sell it. Hang on to it." But with my new shoulder, not feeling the most confident right now about operating a motorcycle, at least a street bike. Just hang on to it, JD. Don't sell it. Hang on to it. Your shoulder's going to get stronger. I got to get the other one done. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'll tell you, at least I know, Glenn. I very much am. One market that appears to be thriving, along with the gasoline market, the petroleum market. How's your stock doing, by the way? Just curious. One market that is thriving is the drug market. We could do many podcasts just about the drug market alone. Have you ever seen Drugs, Inc.? Oh, my God. Woke up this morning, flipping through some of the headlines, and see that customs agents reportedly discovered more than $9.3 million. Again, $9.3 million worth of cocaine hidden inside shipments of, brace yourself, Kim Kardashian branded underwear. Well, of course it's got to be Kim Kardashian underwear. We wouldn't want to do the cheap Walmart underwear. We got to go big or go home. $9.3 million. My God. In Idaho, I saw 4 crew members safely ejected after their Navy jets collided during an air show performance over the weekend. Thank God they're all right. Usually when there's a collision in the air like that, especially between jets, there's not time to eject. I'm glad they're okay, though. Investigators are working to determine the cause of the crash. You imagine witnessing something like that? And we've been to so many air shows. I love air shows. We got a judge in New York weighing the legality of the backpack search tied to the murder case against Luigi Mangione. How this stuff can, how we've got any kind of defense, I just don't know. I can't figure that out. I mean, is there not enough evidence? Defense attorneys argue the police improperly obtained evidence that prosecutors are hoping to use at trial. Yeah. Isn't that something else, though? And we've got Tyler Robinson back in the courtroom today. And the same kind of nonsense is happening there in his defense. Was the public execution of someone in front of thousands of people in broad daylight, including his family, was that not enough evidence? I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of you that are pushing back here, listening to me right now, thinking, well, JD, I mean, you know, it's a conspiracy. Tyler Robinson wasn't even there. Okay. Man, I just can't imagine who I can't imagine being in the courtroom. I can't imagine being selected for the jury for Tyler Robinson in that whole case. Can you imagine? They're looking for people who are so disconnected from the whole thing. They don't even know who Charlie Kirk is. Never heard of Tyler Robinson. They're more absorbed into their own things, in their own lives, to be paying attention to anything that's going on in the headlines. That's the kind of juror that they're looking for. Okay. Virginia. And this story I've got to look into a little bit more. We have the former assistant principal of Richnick Elementary School, now on trial in connection to that classroom shooting back in 2023 where a 6-year-old student shot his teacher. I don't know if you remember that. Prosecutors say warnings were allegedly ignored before the shooting happened. Let's take a look a little bit more about what's trending in Vermont. As I let off this morning in telling you, and I'll give you the full forecast, but I know there's an isolated chance for some strong thunderstorms across Vermont today, especially in the Champlain Valley. Forecasters are saying that the threat is less likely east of the Green Mountain Spine, but some scattered showers and thunderstorms remain possible statewide, and some of them could be packing a pretty good punch. 76 degrees this morning, again, as we started out the day. National Devil's Food Cake Day today, by the way. Are you going to be celebrating? We have 3 days to go until Memorial Day weekend. 33 days until Father's Day. Let's give you the details on the forecast. Sun and clouds today. Watch out again for some pop-up storms in the Champlain Valley later today. 85 degrees. If you're working outside, wear some shorts. T-shirt if you can. Tonight, partly cloudy, 70 degrees. Where will I be? On my patio. What will I be wearing? Keep that to myself. Wednesday, tomorrow, cloudy skies, possibly some thunderstorms, 76. Thursday, back to the deep freeze. 60 degrees for the daytime high on Thursday under partly cloudy skies. We're going to be freezing our asses off. We've been 25 degrees hotter than that. What's happening to our blood right now? It's thick, it's thin, Friday, partly cloudy, 67. Saturday, cloudy, 71. Sunday, cloudy, some scattered showers, and 63. So not a complete washout this weekend, but still some rain showers. Grass is so green, that emerald. Oh, it's beautiful. And the yellow dandelions. Trillions of them sprinkled everywhere across the landscape here in Vermont. This is such a beautiful time of year. It's Tuesday. $5 Tuesdays back at the Capitol Theater in Montpelier. Where is that? Please, you know where the Capitol Theater is in Montpelier. Everyone knows. It's been there for a couple of years now. Grab your tickets online so you don't have to wait in line. FGBtheaters.com. Follow them on social media, Instagram, Facebook, updates, added show times, special events, FGBtheaters.com. You can get advance tickets, even an FGB card. Mandalorian. Get your tickets in advance. Trust me, you're going to want to. That one's going to be packed. Locarno's to go right here in Central Vermont. Big shout out to them. Deliciously easy, weekly grab-and-go meals, perfect for anyone or any family that's on the go, on the run. You got the softball game, you got whatever you got going on. grab something from Locarno's. Hill Street Market, Green Mountain Community Fitness, Central Vermont Meats. That's where they've got the coolers. New menus every week, always prepared locally with fresh local ingredients. Talking about Melissa and Craig Locarno. Good people, amazing chefs. LocarnosToGo.com. What else do we have in the news? Vermont State Police continuing to investigate several crashes over last weekend, including one that got the headlines this morning. The truck that crashed into Burger King in Colchester. I know you're going to be surprised when I say that the Burger King is still closed. It's closed in Colchester. So you're going to have to wait on grabbing your Bounty Whopper, your Grogu Blue Cookie Shake, your garlic chicken fries. Just hang on. You're going to have to wait a little bit. You'll be fine. Speaking of fast food, I'd be remiss if I skipped over this one. The McDonald's manager in Southbridge, Massachusetts. I want you to remember those words. Southbridge, Massachusetts. If you're ever in Southbridge, Mass, do not go to McDonald's. There's an employee there who's, I think she's a manager, facing criminal charges, as she should be, after surveillance video showed her licking and spitting on customers' French fries just before serving them. Super fresh. 26-year-old Kaylee Santos is her name. She's been charged with, distributing food with a harmful substance. That's the charge. I'll say it again, in case you missed it. Distributing food with a harmful substance. The video was posted on Facebook. She's due back in court on June 5th. I'll ask you, what else should she be charged with? You got any ideas? Go ahead and post them up. Public humiliation, maybe? I don't know. Put her in the summer parade? Governor Phil Scott announcing the creation of Vermont's new AI Economic Task Force. What in the good God is that? It's a group that's going to be examining how artificial intelligence could impact jobs, education, business, and economic development. It would be my strong assumption that our governor is paying attention to what's happening in the nation right now with this subject. It would be my strong assumption that he is well-versed with what's going on right now with Elon Musk and AI. How it could impact jobs, education, business, and economic development. How it could impact these things negatively or positively. That's the question. Maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. I'm paying attention. I'm watching that story and a few others, but that one. Meanwhile, under the Golden Dome, Vermont lawmakers are now entering overtime as the debates have heated up a little bit over the education reform package involving school funding, district restructuring, property taxes. I know I could go on. But our legislative leaders remain more divided about this than ever. They're either on the North Pole or the South Pole with regard to this. I don't know anyone who's on the fence or has anything constructive to really bring to the table. Maybe there are. But what I've heard, what I've seen, is a whole shit ton of bickering, complaining. We're looking for leaders with real solutions. That's what they were elected for. Not to come into this with an agenda, but have an open mind of how to fix some of these things. Again, real solutions. Bipartisan ideas. The pressure is growing. Some say by the hour, some say by the day. But we've got to get a plan together before adjournment. We've got to get our shit together and get this figured out. This is borderline laughingstock. Glenn says perhaps Vermont should be governed by Vermonters. Glenn, you're not old enough to remember when that was the case. We have a Burlington daycare center that's hoping to reopen after a troubling state report detailing multiple alleged violations involving children and staff behavior. Allegations include children hitting, kicking, pulling hair, and throwing objects, while staff reportedly struggled to respond appropriately. Investigators also documented allegations of a staff member carrying a child upside down by their ankles. That happened to me in, side note here, full transparency. That happened to me in third grade. Wolcott Elementary School. Mrs. Rockwell. I'm not kidding. A little bit of blood to the head. But I'm okay. At least I think I am. Anyway. Another child allegedly dragged by the arm after being pulled by the waist. And a 17-month-old child who suffered a broken leg while falling on a playground that was reportedly designed for older children between the ages of 2 and 5. Who's got a 17-month-old playing on a playground that's designed for kids between age 2 and 5? Wow. The report also claims that some children were left unattended for extended periods of time, and in some cases, get this, completely unaccounted for. Damn. Community calendar here this morning, brought to you by The World, Central Vermont's favorite weekly newspaper. 22,000 people every single week get The World newspaper. This coming Wednesday, Deb Phillips is going to be on the air with us right after 9 o'clock when we start things, and she's going to give you a snapshot on what to expect in the world. That's when? Tomorrow. We have, being that it is Tuesday, the Tuesday night dinner at the Barrie American Legion right here in town. It starts at 5:30. Please order ahead. I'm going to give you the phone number here in a second, but it's just $12. Keep an eye on the Barrie Post 10 Facebook page and the World newspaper for the menu. They print it every week. Order in, or dine in, or take out. Your choice. So if you're on the go, no worries. $12 goes right to the American Legion. Pick it up, and you're on your way. Don't have to cook. Don't have to worry about anything. You don't even have to worry about cleaning dishes. Big kudos to the American Legion. I love talking about anything to do with the American Legion. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Wing-a-Ding Wednesday at the VFW Post 790 right here in the Granite City, 5 o'clock. Donna Thunder, just coming off a knee replacement surgery. I don't know how old Donna Thunder is. I know how old she acts. I know her level of energy is absolutely amazing. I'm jealous. I think she's older than I am. She's got a hell of a lot more energy than I have. You see her up on stage, running around like she's 18, playing the harmonica and the guitar and singing, and holy crap. How's she going to pull off Wing-a-Ding Wednesday tomorrow night at the VFW Post 790 in Barrie? I don't know. Probably seated in a chair. Or on a walker. I don't know. Thursday, we got bingo at the Canadian Club. They do it every Thursday. What else do we have going on? We got, looking ahead here, Barb's Poker Run over at Wilkins on Saturday the 30th. We got the Lions Club coin drop on the same day, Saturday the 30th, from 10 to noon, or 10 to 2, rather, 2 p.m. What else? Oh, May 23rd. Oh, my God. Is that this weekend? It is. May 23rd, VFW Post 790. Pig roast fundraiser for the Barrie Area Veterans Council. Get your tickets at the Elks Lodge, the VFW, the American Legion, and the Sons of Civil War. The Veterans Council. They do so many great things. They not only purchase and hang up all of the American flags up and down North Main Street here in Barrie, but they also host the Veterans Parade and Ceremony and the Memorial Day Parade and Ceremony. We thank them so much. And they do a hell of a lot more than just that for our veterans. Constantly having dinners and meetings and doing everything they can for veterans. Donna Thunder is going to be performing at that pig roast Saturday, the VFW. Somebody needs to tell Donna Thunder, and you can tell her that I said this, that she just needs to just take a deep breath. Boy, does that lady love her community. Holy crap. My God. Starting Sunday, June 7th. I want to make sure everyone knows about this because I've been chatting with Annie up at the Central Vermont Marketplace. June 7th and every Sunday after that at the Berlin Mall, they're having a food truck festival from noon to 7. So many people have asked me, JD, where? At the Berlin Mall, the Central Vermont Marketplace is what it's called now. They've rebranded it, in the back parking lot. So starting the west end, which is the Walmart end, back towards the back, not the front, the back, and going eastward toward Kohl's. That whole, that back road back there. Yeah, back there. The Stephen Tracy Memorial Ride and Poker Run is Saturday, June 6th. 10 o'clock is I think the registration, and then I think they're underway at 11 at the Den in Williamstown. $10 per rider, or per driver, and then I think it's $5 per passenger. And all proceeds are going to be benefiting a Williamstown student going into the workforce. Amazing. Yes, Stacy, and Flag Day. Forgot about that. What else? Upper Valley Cars and Coffee. I've been in chat with them. Really excited about that. They've got some big news. They're launching it. They're underway. If you haven't been on Upper Valley Cars and Coffee on their Facebook page, you need to get on there right now. Like it, follow it. They're going to be running up and down the Connecticut River Valley. It's going to be amazing. What else? Got a text. Yes, I am going to be talking about the Lake Maury Summer Concert Series. Yes, I am going to be talking about Grand Point North Festival, returning to Burlington in September with Grace Potter. Yes, I will be. I see Chris Hatch is tuned in. Chris is driving the bus of Upper Valley Cars and Coffee. I'm glad he's tuned in. I'm glad he's watching. I didn't know that he was. I can't wait to get this guy on the air, whether we're here in the studio or whether I throw a microphone in front of his face during one of his car shows. But I'm telling you, they're going to be badass, and anyone who's got a classic car or anything, even a classic camper, bring it to the Upper Valley Cars and Coffee shows. Get on their page. They've just launched the date when it's all kicking off. And Chris, I have so much in my head. Here it is. Hold on. I got it right here. Give me a second. Powerhouse Mall. Sunday, July 12th. I hope I have this right. From 8 till 11. Entry free. Donations, you bet they're welcome. And they'll have the Venmo set up for you if you want to, make a donation. But yeah, and please do, because we got to sustain stuff like this. Powerhouse Mall over there. What's that? West Leb. Yep. I'm just glancing here. Bring your ride, bring your friends, bring your camera. That's going to be the kickoff. Again, July 12th. He's saying I'm 100% right. Whew. Glad I got that right. Big supporters of these guys. What else in the community calendar? My God, it's ridiculous how packed it is. Barry Co-ed Softball League is looking for more players and sponsors. We have the Barry City Rec Department bringing back their summer camps. Get on their page. Read all about those. I'm overwhelmed. Facebook question of the day this morning. And Dwayne was a little snide with his comment saying, "Really, JD? Really?" And he said it just like that. I asked a simple question. What's your favorite thing to sprinkle on corn on the cob this summer? Is that, am I out of line here by asking that question? Have I offended someone? A couple of comments that have come in. I think it was it Doug Smith who said, gotta have Cabot butter and pink Himalayan salt. I agree. It's got to be the pink Himalayan. But he's saying, I think this year he's going to try seasoned salt. He's getting crazy if he gets in with the seasoned salt. We have cowboy butter. It's a Kinder spice. I am familiar with the Kinder line, but I haven't tried the cowboy butter. I'm going to have to do that. For me, I was really surprised that nobody has, at least from what I've read here, the comments are still coming in. Oh, okay, here we go. Mike Danko. Butter, salt, and here's the clincher. Pepper. Thank you, Mike. You and I are a rare breed, apparently, that we like to sprinkle a little bit of pepper on the corn on the cob. I agree with the butter. Doesn't have to be Cabot. Sorry. I agree with the Himalayan salt, but pepper is an absolute must. And I suggest maybe even a little bit of, and this is what I'm going to be doing this summer, is Parmesan cheese and a little bit of cayenne pepper. Maybe even a little bit of, just bear with me here, maple sugar. Ashley says, do people really add more than butter and salt? Now I'm curious. What else would there be? Pepper is good with pink Himalayan salt and butter, says Becky. Yeah. Ground pepper. Oh, coarse ground pepper. Stacy Holding, wild. You're really pushing it with the coarse ground. What else? What else did I want to talk about this morning? Oh, I know what it was. And I know this is how this stuff is trending right now is unbelievable. On social media, the TSA said that while they can't allow protein shakes larger than 3.4 ounces, you're free to bring as many rotisserie chickens as you can fit into your carry-on. Ladies and gentlemen, people listening right now that are tuned into to Aired Out, I am not making this up. Please, if you don't believe me, Google it. This is in the news right now. Believe it or not, it has been 20 years since the TSA launched its very confusing 311 liquids rule, which limits travelers to 3.4 ounces of liquid per container, with those containers fitting within 1 quart-sized clear bags per customer, to which all of Americans are responding. But why? So you can't take a protein shake that's over 3.4 ounces, at least in one container. But the TSA notes that if protein is your concern, just pack a rotisserie chicken, or 12. As many as you can fit into your carry-on. The TSA has a "What can I bring" tool on their website. Here's a few things that are allowed. Whole watermelons, I'm trying so hard to do this without smiling. Live lobsters. It has to be in a clear bag, though. They have to be able to see that it is actually a live lobster. Not sure how long it's going to stay alive. And if it dies, or it just stops moving, I don't know what happens then. Live fish in water. Frozen breast milk. Ice packs in any quantity, as long as they're fully frozen at screening. Whole pies and cakes. Cremated remains in a clear container. Bowling balls and bowling pins. Glenn says that he has traveled to Cancun with real live lobsters to give them a taste of what New England lobsters are like. And that they lived. That's beautiful, Glenn. Beautiful. You should be so proud of yourself. Stacy saying, I always bring back 2 boxes of Mackenzie hot dogs and 6 pounds of Mackenzie green bag sausage every trip. Okay. Tomorrow, Sweethearts and Heroes with us on the air. On the Air Now podcast. I can't wait. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Be careful in the heat. Plenty of fluids. Do whatever you have to do to stay cool. We'll see you tomorrow. Right here, where you are now. Aired Out.